Welcome to another episode, everyone. The man accused of killing Tupac Shakur is on his way to trial in just a few days, and he finally breaks his silence from jail. Keffe D and says that he did not kill Tupac. He made the statement, "Why would I kill our money?" Apparently, he was getting money from Tupac out of the situation somehow. And he said, why would I do that? He was asked, well, why did you go on TV and say that you did it? I'd like to know the answer to that as well. And again, he starts trial in just a few days, so he's breaking his silence before trial. Check this out.
Did you have anything to do with the murder of Tupac Shakur?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I wasn't even in the matter. I wasn't in the matter, period.
Do you regret the book and the interview?
Yeah, I was just after the money, and they said I was covered. I did it for the money. You know what I'm saying? And
But did anyone tell you maybe it's not a good idea to do that because they might arrest you after they hear you say that or read it in your book? Like, did anyone close to you say, not a good idea?
That was a ghostwriters. I didn't write that book. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing about no Winston Churchill, Frank Sinatra. Just read the book. You know I didn't write that book. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man. Okay, so he said he didn't write the book, that it was a ghost writer. Regardless, that would mean that they fabricated the whole story. Or did you give the story to the ghost writer? And she asked the question plainly, do you regret writing the book and giving the TV interview? And she's referring to the Vlad TV interview where Keffe D went on there and admitted that he killed Tupac Shakur and that his nephew, Orlando Anderson, had pulled the trigger inside of the car. And he did this because he got a proffer, I believe they call it, where he sat down with the police first and had admitted the same thing that he admitted on Vlad TV. The police apparently told him, tell us what happened and you will not be prosecuted. You know, your nephew's dead, Baby Lane, Orlando Anderson, he's already dead. We can't prosecute him. Just tell us what happened. We need to know what happened with Tupac. Finally, we care or whatever. We want to know what happened. But we will not prosecute you. It's called a proffer. Proffer. You tell us everything that you know, and we just leave it there. And so he did that. And he walked free from the police station. They told him, we're not going to arrest you. He signed the proffer. They didn't arrest him. They can't arrest him. He signed the proffer. That's the law. But the proffer is whatever you tell us, we can't hold against you. We can't arrest you for it. If you go out and give interviews and write a book, we can arrest you, apparently. Apparently, they didn't tell him that part. He didn't care about that part. He didn't know about that part. That just because you told the police all of this in the interrogation room and they let you go from there, go home, even though you just admitted to a murder, to an unsolved murder, the deal was you can admit to this and you can still go home. That's, again, as it relates to what you're telling us. That's not for you to go on the internet bragging about it and then making it seem like we're not doing our job because you out here admitting to a murder of Tupac Shakur and you're not under arrest. So they went and got him. They went and arrested him based on the interview that he gave on Vlad TV where he admitted to killing Tupac Shakur and the book that he had written or his ghostwriter or the ghostwriter had written. That's why he's in jail, has been in jail for a couple of years or so, and is headed to trial in just a few days based on the book and the interview. And he gave explicit details in the interview. They saw Tupac down the street. They tried to meet him over there at the club, 662. They was waiting on him there. He didn't show up there, so they went up the street looking for him. They saw him out the car yelling. I mean, he gave detail top to bottom. Baby Lane, Orlando Anderson, my nephew, he got the gun. He pointed it this way, aimed that way, shot this many times. We went this way when we were done. The next day, he said we were back on, or the same night we were on the freeway back to LA, back to Compton. All this, it gave dramatic detail. Now he just said, I wasn't even in Nevada when it happened. And they came and arrested. Yeah, you got to be careful trying to, getting this clout, looking for fame on the internet. And that's what a lot of individuals do, and a lot of individuals have been doing. And a lot of these individuals are going down. They're getting individuals added charges, added cases, overt acts, added RICO indictments based on what they're saying on the internet and on their podcast. And many individuals, I heard a Congress individual say not long ago that they had to turn to rap lyrics and the internet. He said YouTube specifically to get information about a murder case that they were working on, and they could not get information via the public because no one was talking. In fact, he was talking about Mo 3's murder. And he explicitly said that he got this information from YouTube and rap lyrics. And these Instagram posts and videos have been held against individuals in court as of late. I've seen it with my own two eyes. Judges referring to individuals, defendants' Instagram posts with them posing with weapons and such. And the judge saying you had no remorse when you made that Instagram post. They're watching all of this stuff and going to hold it against you. So he goes on YouTube and admits that he killed Tupac Shakur. He was in the car when his nephew did it. And again, gave explicit graphic detail. And then whatever, I didn't read the book, but whatever was written in the book, these two things are how they built their case, or this is what they're holding against him. They already knew what happened because he had already told them, as I said, with the proffer. But again, that was between us. You won't be arrested as long as you speak to us about it. But to write a book and to go on the internet talking about you did this, that's different. We didn't say that you can do that. He did, and they went and booked him. That's why he's sitting in jail. Man, y'all better shut up.
And the Vlad thing, the lady, she gave me $150,000.
So then when I was watching the interview.
He said, and the Vlad thing, the lady, she gave me $150,000. So Vlad gave you $150,000. They gave you $150,000. Okay, is it worth your life?
Week, and the way you sort of go through it by play, like then this happened, it's very believable.
They wrote me a script to follow. My lawyer came with the script. It seemed like he was in bed with them the whole time.
When you were talking in this interview about Tupac's murder, and when you were doing this book, were you considering maybe his family at all?
No, I just did it for the money, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to feed my family, you know what I'm saying? And it's wrong. It's just wrong. I'm an innocent man. And they said, yeah, crib. I haven't been around that stuff since like 89. I stopped that stuff, pulled up my pants.
Yeah, but she asked you, did you think about Tupac Shakur's family when you gave that interview and when you wrote that book about how you killed their son, their brother, their fiance, their friend, that they had to hear and listen to how he died, how he was killed and why? Did you consider that was the question? And then he says, I just thought about my family. No, we're asking, did you think about his family? he did say it was wrong. he did say that he just did it for the money. Money is not everything, though. It's not worth your life. It's not worth your freedom.
I'm not no leader or Crips or none of that stuff. That's wrong. They just try to make their case look good or something. He's the leader of the Crips. He's way up there in the Crips. No, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? There's no color line. I'm messing with Bloods, Crips, everybody. You know what I'm saying? I was just the leader of the Crips. I helped Suge Knight get that record company together. You know what I'm saying? And why would I kill the guy that's making us the most money? You know what I'm saying? He best rapper back then. Why would I kill our money like that? It don't make sense. Suge Knight will tell you that I didn't do it. So,
Has the DA's office offered you any plea deals, and would you consider a plea deal?
I'm not gonna take no plea deal because I didn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm 63, I had a cancer battle, and I got 3 stents to my heart. And the average American lives to like 74 years old. 10 years, I'm dead. So, what I don't like taking a deal, you know what I'm saying? I heard it was like something 10 to 25. I'm not gonna do that, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna take a deal like that, and I have, especially after I haven't done nothing. I'm an innocent man.
How concerned are you that you'll be convicted after this trial and you won't get to spend your final years with your family?
Yeah, I think the Ninth Circuit Court is gonna let me go. I think they're gonna let me go, because it's not right. I'm gonna be all right though, because God upstairs, he got me, and he know I ain't doing this. Yeah, and I hate I put my family in jeopardy like this. So that,
Yeah, God got you. You know, I don't know. I don't know this man. You know, but they irritate me often when they do this sort of stuff. When they say that sort of stuff, God got me. You know, no. First of all, what God? Your blind-haired, blue-eyed God? He doesn't exist. That's a fallacy. That's what you've been taught to believe in. First of all, but more importantly, where was God at on that night? But did God have Tupac that night? Tupac is dead. What about him? Does God have him? I don't know whether he's guilty or not. He's saying right here that he's not, of course, but that's not what he said in the book in the interview. As the interviewer said, the interview was rather convincing. I mean, he went into, again, detail as exactly what happened, what time it happened, how it happened, why it happened, where it happened, what happened after the fact. He said he did it for the money. It was a script written for him in that Vlad TV interview. And he says that, as you heard him, he has 3 stitches in his heart. He's 63 years old. So why would he take a deal when the average American lives to be 74 years old, he said. And for black people, that number decreases, actually, for black men particularly, because of bad diets and violence, everything that comes along with being black. Our life expectancy is really the lowest in the country. So at 63 years old, yeah, he doesn't look like he's just in tip-top shape or nothing right now, no disrespect. Yeah, he said, well, I got 10 years left to live. I ain't taking no deal with it. He said the deal, I guess, right now is 10 to 25 years. So they are offering him some sort of deal because he didn't pull a trigger. If he did anything, he said he wasn't in Nevada. But he's not accused of pulling the trigger, but still, accused of being there, being in the car and everything else, egging it on, helping the situation, after the fact, during the fact, whatever, still charged with the murder of Tupac, even though he didn't pull the trigger. Not accessory to murder and all that, murder. So that's a very serious charge, obviously. And we'll see what happens. He starts trial in a few days. He said he's not taking a deal. They might come down to just 10 years or something. He said he got 10 years left. And she's like, well, you know, how do you feel about not spending that 10 years around your family? Or the court gonna let me go? God got me. You know, well, we'll see what happens, man. Tupac lost his life 30 years ago. He didn't have any more life. He died at 25 years old. He didn't get to see 63. He didn't get to see 33. I'm a big fan of Tupac, man. So it's a little hard.
That's one regret I have.
Jury selection is scheduled for August 10th. Vanessa Murphy.
Wow. All right, there you have it. Let me know what you think in the comments. A jury selection scheduled for August 10th. That's in 8 days. Jury selection starts, so not this Monday, but next Monday. Jury selection starts. It ain't gonna probably take too long to get the jury selected, and then off we go. I'm gonna cover this trial if they have the cameras in the courtroom or something or whatever. Cover it how I can, you know, a little bit. I mean, I'm interested to know what happens to it. What evidence are they using against him? I mean, I believe I know. It's the interviews in the book. That's why she's mentioning that, the interviewer. It's the interview that he gave on Vlad TV. He gave interviews other places too. I'm not sure what he said on all of these other places, but I know what I saw him say on Vlad TV. I seen him say it on Vlad TV. For detail. You know, apparently they're using that against him. That's why she's bringing that up. You regret doing that interview and writing that book. So we saw his response to that. The interview was scripted. He just did it for the money. The book, same thing, just the money. And it was a ghostwriter. He said he doesn't know anything about Winston Churchill and Frank Sinatra. He said, just read the book and you would know that I didn't write it. That's his defense, apparently. That's about to be his defense there in trial. It looks like he's preparing for trial, preparing his defense, just disseminated his defense publicly. We'll see what happens in the trial. As I said, I'm going to go ahead and cover it, I suppose. I'd like to know what happened to Tupac Amaru Shakur as well. Rest in peace to Tupac Shakur. Let me know what you think in the comments. Stay safe and stay free, people.